Good morning. It's breakfast time. And I wanted to share with you today how I make grilled cheese sandwiches on my 1860s wood burning stove. Now, yes, I need to restore this thing, but I'm using it as is out here on my porch right now. I'm gonna restore it whenever I can, and I'm gonna put it inside my cabin, and it's gonna be awesome. Awesome, awesome. Guys, I want you to know right now that I do not suggest living like this. I'm doing it because I have to. I love it. The food off the stove is incredible. Now, I made some of these last night, and I just fell in love with them, and I want to share with you what's going on here. Okay. I want to get my bread prepared so I can get these going. But I have over here in this skillet some hamburger grease from night before last. You're saying, do what? I don't have any butter. Your diet has to have some kind of fat in it. I'm just coating one side of the bread with a little bit of hamburger grease. You're thinking, man, this guy's crazy. But check this out. This is the most incredible sandwich you have ever eaten. Pepper jack cheese. I don't have refrigeration, so I can't keep a lot of food around, so whatever I buy, I use up. Now, this is ready to go. Let's build a sandwich. Can you hear that? It's already cooking. You're saying, oh, that stove is rusty, and oh, you need a little iron in your diet anyway to keep you from becoming anemic. And that's my philosophy on this whole thing. I almost lost that one, huh? Seems like that's the hot part of my stove today. This absolutely does not hurt the top of your stove. It actually helps keep it from being rusty. What you're seeing is this old metal. I coated this. It needs to be redone, but I coated this the other day with some lard, some fresh lard, and this whole stove was as black as it could be, just like an iron skillet should be. So we're gonna brown these and take them off and eat them. It's gonna take a little bit longer today. My fire's not as hot. Last night I had a nice hot fire, and it didn't take about a minute. On each side it was done. In the meantime, I want to give a shout out to our Senators Ted Cruz and Jim Abbott and all those guys. I know y'all are trying to do well, but there's people like me out there that's hurting. I've worked hard all my life. All my life I've paid in taxes since I was 13 years old. I've worked for my dad from the time I was 7 years old. I was big enough to crawl up underneath the house, or crawl around in the attic. I worked. I made my money. I got my first job, started paying taxes when I was 13 years old. And I worked every summer. After that, I had real jobs. And during the fall and winter time when I wasn't playing football, I was working also. You know, and every job I've ever had after I became an adult, I paid taxes and I worked hard. Last year, well, 15 years ago, I had a car wreck. I was in a car wreck. A kid pulled out in front of me on a major highway. I was running 70 miles an hour and we T-boned him. Should have killed him. The accident should have killed him, but it didn't. And it left me with 2 broke discs in my back. Well, no, 3 broke discs in my back, 2 broke discs in my neck. And I let those heal up. As I was working, I changed jobs. Got into an easier line of work. I went into a machinist job, and these are still on. But and at that point, I just never had anything done to my neck or back. Last summer, on the very day that I quit my job at Pilgrim's that I had taken because my business had got slow, I reached to get in my truck and I felt a twinge in my back. And I said, oh shit, it'll go away. I'm leaving this job. I'm done with this place. And I'll be damned if my back didn't continue to get worse and worse and worse and worse. A month later, I was bedridden. It took me 3 months to get out of bed, literally. There was several days there that I come real close to calling an ambulance to come get me and haul me to a hospital. And well, went and applied for help. I went and applied for disability, and that was in August. It is now April. I've heard nothing back from these people. I have no phone service. I have no electricity. I have no gas. I have no water. All I have is the burning desire to live. and I feel like I've been totally deserted by my government. Not completely deserted by my family. My family all lives far off from here, and a lot of them don't have a clue. Because I ain't gonna bother nobody. I don't want nobody to feel sorry for me. I just, whenever you see me cooking like this, I want you to understand that I'm doing what I've got to do. I'm not living under a bridge. As you see behind me, I got a pretty nice home, and my childhood home. I grew up here. No, it wasn't left to me in a will. I didn't inherit it. I bought this place, and right now, I'm not proud of it. A few years ago, I walked you around here and showed you what pretty gardens I had and everything, and then the drought hit, and I tell you folks, it's not cheap to raise a garden, especially in city limits, where you don't have well water and stuff. It's not cheap. My water bill run, before they went up on it, it was $80 a month. Before I started gardening, it was $80 a month. And then I started gardening and started watering my garden, and it jumped up to about $140 a month. Well, they raised the normal water rates to $100 a month, and it is. There's no way I'm gonna raise a garden when my minimum water bill is $100 a month. There's just no way. Now, we get water, sewer, and trash pickup. I don't make enough trash to even warrant somebody to come out here and pick up my garbage. It's pathetic. That is pathetic. Yeah, now we're going. And we're getting that beautiful color. So I'm having to rely on my preps. Thank God that I had some preps, because I have beans, potatoes, green beans, squash, peas, carrots. I got all that stuff in jars, and I'm eating it. But last night I decided I needed to use this cheese. I got bread, so I'm making myself grilled cheese sandwiches. And I'm sure tonight I'm gonna have something along the lines of I don't know. I'll figure that out when it gets down to it. Buy some cornbread and beans. And they were fresh beans. They were grown in the garden, so I'm good to go. I worked hard for that food too. Guys, when you see people out there and they're panhandling and begging for money, don't worry about what they're going to spend the money on. Think about me, and chunk them a couple of dollars. Whether they're going to spend it on wine or whatever, to them it's a necessity, and they need it. They need it every day. But I guarantee you, they're going to eat. They ain't going to go for forever without eating. So just take it in your heart that you bought them a hamburger and be done with that. Just tell yourself in your mind that you're going to buy that guy a hamburger. If you want to buy them a hamburger, toss them a hamburger, do so. But let me tell you, they might have already ate that morning. They may be putting money up for the weekend, because traffic may not be heavy on some days. So just give them a helping hand. You're not going to see me out there begging. Look at there. I'm done. I'm gonna move these over here to the cold part of the stove. Try it sometime. Try it sometime, you'll love it. So crunchy. So good. Don't have a buttery flavor, but man, oh, it's good. God bless you. Have a beautiful day.